I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your Better Together devotion for today. And today I'm going to begin this week talking about a deep well. Bishop Pennell once preached a sermon in which he said that we should dig deep in old wells, wells that we already know there are spiritual waters that run deep. And for me, one of the deepest wells that I have within my faith are the hymns and the songs, especially those that I came across in my teenage and in my college years. That they are carrying me even today as they guide me and lead me in growing in faith. And so a deep well for me is this song, I Shall Not Be Moved. I remember as a teenager finding it in the Free Will Baptist hymnal, and I remember seeing it on a show or a movie. I can't remember what it was about, but I remember it dealt with racial reconciliation, especially in a small town, and that's where I grew up, and that kind of environment. And so this song has meant so much to me in my faith because it speaks deep to the truth that Psalm 1, where the words to this song come from, Psalm 1 speaks of how we are as a people of faith. We do not stand with those that are sinful or sit with those that are violent or run around with the wrong crowd. Instead, we plant ourselves deep beside the spring, deep beside the waters of God, deep beside those places where God nourishes us and feeds us. We have to find these deep wells, these old deep wells for us. Wherever you have encountered God before, if you are struggling to encounter God today, instead of trying to go find the latest self help book or the latest new guru thing to do for spirituality, go back to the places where you already met God, because that is where you plant yourself. That is where you grow within your faith, and that is the place where you too can be beside those still waters. You too can say, I shall not be moved. I am here. I am planted. This is where God has given me the instructions for my life. This is where God has presented me with the law, with the code, with the covenant. This is where God speaks to me. This is Pastor Nathan Decker encouraging you today to dig deep in the old wells and to plant yourself beside the waters. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like the tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved.